first thing I gotta do is go get some gas. First to go get some gas, and then we're gonna jump on the road and we'll get, actually this Hellcat has been here. It's a Challenger Hellcat I've been seeing here for the last few days, so not sure if it's new to the neighborhood, but yeah. All right, so pulling up to BP, my favorite place. All right, so back at a full tank, start her up. Just pressed the button once and the car didn't start. Oh God. Underpass action coming up. Wait for it. This guy go a little bit. He's already braking. All right, so you guys know already it does not take that much money to upgrade these Hellcats as far as engine performances. You can get these Hellcats pretty quickly in power with no more than about $4 grand. You cannot beat that. About $4 grand, you can get this car well over 100 horsepower to the wheel. All right, so you'll be well over 800 horsepower just with 3,000 to 4,000. All right, that's not too bad if you ask me. So one of the things that I will be doing is upgrading the engine. I've already told you guys I'll be upgrading to the 2021 Hellcat hood. All right, I'm just waiting for it to come in right now, and then I'll be going to it. So it should be coming in soon. As far as the rest of this car, it's just gonna be minor upgrades. All right, so let me go ahead and pop the hood so I can show you guys exactly what I wanna show you. All right, so the Red Eye has a 2.7 liter supercharger that produces 14.5 PSI. All right, and the regular Hellcats are 707, and of course this Daytona Hellcat of 717. If you do have a 2021 regular Hellcat, it will be 717 also. We have a 2.4 liter supercharger, and it produces 11.6 PSI boost. All right, so that's how the Red Eye is making more power because it has a bigger supercharger, all right? And it's slightly bigger at 2.7 compared to this 2.4 liter of my Daytona Hellcat. So with the actual add-ons with direct connection, I can get this car from what they're saying up to about 757 to the crank. All right, if I wanted more, I would have to, I guess, go somewhere else and try to get more. But that's what they're saying to the crank I can get on this 717 as it stands right now. So with the warranty, without voiding my warranty. So that's the great thing about it. You know, what I want to do is roll race this car, see how it does, roll racing, and then take it from there as far as, you know, trying to get more power. I mean, you know, it's already going to be enough power. It already has enough power as it is right now. Jumping up from 717 to 757, you know, a roll racing car, I mean, that's pretty much, you know, with a drag radio. People don't realize how much power that is. With a drag radio and a proper tire, when you're rolling, you know, dropping it to those 17-inch rims in the back, I think the star rims or whatever they're called, with a good drag radio, a Mickey Thompson or something like that, this car is gonna pull like you wouldn't believe. It's gonna pull like something out of this world. So people do not realize that. They think, oh, you know, you need more power. Every time, you know, you hear, you know, 717, oh, I need 750, I need 780, I need 797, I need 804, I need 842. You know, you just, at that point, you know, if you don't have the proper tire, sometimes a car with 717 or 707 will hook up faster because it has less power and it's more efficient. You know, the power can be put down. It's not like it's just too much power for tires that you can't even put that power down. You're just spinning and going nowhere. And then a car with 707 or less just, you know, separates from you. So you got to realize it's all about your tire setup. People don't realize tires are key. You know, you can have all this power in your car, but if you have no tire setup to put that power down, you're going nowhere. You wasted your time. So that's what people got to realize. You know, a lot of people talk about they want this much power, they want that much power, but they never talk about upgrading their tires. All right, they're on all-season tires or these trash-ass Pirellis that, to me, should be disrespected. All right, when I say disrespected, I mean put on the track, burn off. That's what I'm going to be doing. You know, right now they have lasted me 2 years just daily driving this car for the most part, other than regular accelerations getting on the highway. But I haven't really put any heat on them yet. But you know, like I said, when I got this car in 2020, the pandemic started, and the next year in 2021, a lot of things were still shut down. So here we are, 2022, and I may just be able to start to get this car on the track and now, you know, disrespect these tires like I'm telling you guys. So the Pirellis are very sticky. I got the summer tires, so, you know, I have the best performance of the extra Pirellis. They have a Pirelli all season that is not as great. You pay more for these summer tires, the P0s. They're pretty sticky. Like I said, they're decent, but they're not like a Continental, which is what I want to get, which is what I will be getting soon. All right, so I had to detail my engine. I couldn't take it. I usually just, you know, let it go, but it was just bothering me this time. So I had to get my detail spray and kind of hit my blacks. So back to what I was saying. Like I said, with this 2.4 liter supercharger, you will get a decent amount of air pulled in even with these upgrades. So that goes to show you a 2.4 liter supercharger can produce a lot more power than what they basically give you at stock. All right, when you start upgrading, yes, your internals will have to kind of be beefed up if you want to protect everything, but you know, for the most part, all you really have to do is just keep this car monitored. You know, each upgrade needs to be monitored very, very carefully. You know, all you really need to do is just make sure you're taking care of your car. All right, and to touch more on just what I was talking about earlier when it comes to a tire setup, you know, like I said, you know, if you have a decent tire setup or a great tire setup, you're gonna get more performance, better performance out of this car with the power that it has. You know, a lot of people just avoid that. You know, they don't realize that. It is just like, it's so simple to realize, and it's like, you know, one of the basics, but people just do not realize that you need a great tire setup. Just with this car being stock, it will perform a lot better. All right, the tires that you usually get from Dodge are not always the greatest. So, you know, you start stepping up to like a better tire, that's just gonna help you perform a lot better. All right, and the car is going to definitely do way better than what it would do on tires that aren't that great. So that's what you're doing. You're jumping up to a better tire just for the sakes of performing better. So you have to realize that. You know, one of the things that I like about these cars is they have a great agility. People do not realize how great the agility is on these cars as far as handling. You know, the handling is through the roof with these cars for this size. Very little body roll, and the car does handle pretty good around curves. Yes, it is a heavy car, 4,600 pounds, but it's not, you know, horrible when it comes to handling. The handling is actually a lot greater than people like to give it. All right, and you know, from a daily driver, from me driving this car every single day, I can attest to that. And I will tell you 100%, these cars handle a lot better than what people give them. We're gonna be jumping on the highway right now, and on that ramp, when you're accelerating, you know, it's incredible to get over in a lane, or to, you know, change lanes. You can do it pretty good, you know, and you know, without much room for, you know, error. You know, the car is going to handle pretty good. Right now I'm in automatic mode, so you know, traction control is on street, so it's the most secure traction. So you have the most control, you have the most protection, in other words. And you know, it's not like you're gonna lose control easy. Yes, you can still lose control in this car even when it's when the traction is in street, but this is the most, I guess you could say, safe mode to be in. And once we jump on the highway, I'll give you guys a little acceleration just to let you know, or see how it is to get on the highway with these cars. So this is my first time shooting with the GoPro. Of course, I always shoot in 4K, but this is my first time shooting with the GoPro with this new windshield tinted. So 20% on the front windshield. I don't have to worry about some overexposed shot, but like I said, power 717, transmission street, paddle shifters off, traction street, suspension street, steering is street. That is my automatic settings. All right, that's my settings that I set up to be automatic for this car. When I'm just in automatic, that's my settings that I wanted. So let me go ahead and get the wheel kind of straight before I go hands-free, crack both windows. So here's a car coming right now in the left lane. And I gotta let off because I would have closed in on this truck. I gotta let off. So just like that, I got up to 60 miles per hour, safe speed basically to be on the highway from nowhere. I mean, I barely tapped it and I had to let off the accelerator or I would have closed in on this truck right in front of me. You know, that's how fast you can separate from oncoming traffic or close in on somebody in front of you. You gotta be real careful. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know how to time it. You already gotta know, once you've been driving this car, how fast you're gonna close in on a car in front of you. It closes in on cars extremely fast. All right, I've never had a car in my life that can close on a car well ahead of you like I've had in this car. All right, it's incredible to see the great closing power that these cars have. So you know, it may surprise you when you first, you know, jump on it. When you first get the car, if you're not really used to, you know, how fast it closes, it will surprise you. But once you get used to it, you already know. But just like that, like I was trying to show you guys, you know, got up to 66 miles per hour in no time. You know, and it would have kept pulling had I not let my foot off the accelerator. So, but anyways, that goes to show you, you know, today of course 61 degrees here in New York City, and these tires, these Pirellis do pretty good in very, you know, warm temperatures. You know, they're not the greatest, but they do pretty good. So that's when you're gonna see these tires actually excel once the weather's nice out. So, you know, that's the only good thing about them, that, you know, I can say when it's warm out, they're decent. You know, as far as just daily driving, you know, they hook up pretty well. No, they are not the best as far as performance, but they do pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Just an update, and like I said, tires are everything. So that's why you got to know, if you don't have a great tire setup, no matter how much you mod your engine, put power in your engine, it does not matter if you cannot put that power down with a great tire. So words from the wise, take it from me, get a great tire first.